What's up, family? It's your girl Ambria Nicole back with another video. So listen, let me just say this. Don't worry about the Christmas tree in the background. Focus on me. That's right. Focus on me, not the Christmas tree. It's bringing me a lot of cheer. That's why I haven't took it down yet. But don't worry about that. I'll take it down. It's just the lights, the brightness. It's just giving good vibes, Something about the holidays, it just brings good. But anyway, I'm here today to talk to you all about an amazing topic. Yes, so I want you all to grab your tea. Mine is a winter wonderland cup, but get your tea, sip your tea, and let's get into this tea. So today's topic is going to be about, as a woman, just being a woman in general. Now, we as women, we go through so much, like just so much. And, I just wanted to come on and talk to you all and let you all know that, this is strictly for my women. And when I reference myself, when I'm giving advice, it's because now don't get me wrong, I'm not a therapist. I didn't, I don't have a degree in that, but I got a degree in what you call life experiences, and I've learned some shit, okay? But anyway, back to this this information that I want to give to you all as women. So, like I said, today's topic goes for any woman struggling with, insecurities or not feeling enough. It goes out to single mothers. It goes out to, women who are struggling with, depression, anxiety, feeling lonely, has not been able to, be as financially stable as you would like to be, or you may be financially stable but you're just struggling with other things, and that's okay. This goes out to the woman who's single, married, separated, divorced, whatever you're dating, whatever. This whole message is for you. This whole message is just for you. So I wanted to get into this, let's get into this. So, I like to use myself as a reference because I can only give information based off of my own personal experiences that I've gone through. And I know you are like, why are you sitting on the floor and not the couch? Girl, because don't worry about that. Or whoever's watching, don't worry about that. Listen to this because I'm comfortable however I'm saying it. But anyway, first of all, it's 2021 and I am older, okay? And there's just a lot of things that as women we shouldn't still be going through in this day and time. Now, by nature, we are nurturers, okay? And with that being said, some of us women are nurturers. I can't speak for all women, but I know for myself, I'm a nurturer, okay? I'm also a woman who has 3 children. I was 17 when I had my first son. And then soon after, 3 more followed. So I've come across a lot of obstacles from being a girl growing into a woman my womanhood, as being a single mother, as being someone who's been married, separated, divorced, who's been in domestic violence situations, and who's been sexually abused, who's been, who's just been hurt, who's been, financially unstable, who's been, just everything you can think of under the sun that could literally deteriorate you as a woman and make you feel like you're basically shit. You have to understand that no matter where you are in your life as a woman, you still have worth. I don't care if you're going through a situation where you're about to be homeless. I don't care if you are homeless. I don't care if you're living in a mansion, if you're living in a house, if you just bought a house, whatever your situation is, you need to understand as a woman you still have worth. And it's just certain shit that you just shouldn't be dealing with as a woman. Now, we should be able to come together and love each other and understand our own personal situations for what they are. Unfortunately, sometimes a lot of us are not able to be surrounded by a positive support system. Some of us are not able to be surrounded by a positive support system. We look for certain people in family. We look for friends. We look for, confidants. We look to have some type of help from someone that could just feed our soul how we needed to be fed in that moment. And I say that to say, when we're going through something as women, we're always outsourcing, looking for some type of unhealthy help. And what I mean by that is sometimes we feel like we can confide in someone that's close to us, or, someone that's a friend, but technically sometimes it's not giving what we need. They're not giving what we really need. And it's hard for someone to really understand your dynamic and your situation if they've never been in that situation. So you need to ask yourself, should I even be talking to someone that really can't really relate to my situations and what I'm going through? How could that help me? I mean, maybe they're able to pour into you in a different type of way, but not like someone that has gone through similar situations or gone through a certain situation that can help pull you out of it. I am a product of two parents who were an addict, okay? And growing up, I didn't have my father. He didn't raise me. And that alone was going to be a reflection of who I was going to become as I grew up into my womanhood, because I already didn't have a positive male role model in my life to help me to understand certain dynamics with relationships, I should say. Then on top of that, having my mother who was an addict and not being able to have her give me certain tools that I would need as a woman to help me be able to cipher through certain situations would come against me, how to deal with it in a non-toxic manner. Growing up was very tough. It was very tough, and it was very stressful. It was overwhelming, and it molded me into the woman I am today. Yes, but I had to figure a lot of things out that I didn't really want to figure out on my own. I really needed certain tools from both my parents that I couldn't get. And I'm sure there are a lot of you that are struggling with a lot of those things. Your truth is your truth. Don't ever be ashamed of your journey, your truth, your transparency. any of that. It molds you into the woman you are today. The problem with that is you just can't allow it to deteriorate you. So, given that as a background, I had to figure life out in a totally different way. And there were a lot of times that as a woman, I was pushed against the wall and really had to figure out quickly how to cipher through certain situations that I had never been in. I'm here to tell you that no matter what you're going through, trust me, you can overcome that shit. You can overcome it. You can be an overcomer, okay? You cannot stay stuck in that. So let me give you the rundown. To my women who are going through domestic violence, you know, I'm not here to judge you in no shape, form, or fashion, but that's not a healthy environment for you to be in. You know, a man doesn't love you. A man doesn't truly love you if he can physically abuse you, verbally abuse you, and mentally manipulate you. That's not a characteristic trait of a man who loves you. You like, oh, you know, I know I can change him, and I know that, you know, he didn't mean it, this, that, and the other. He did mean it. And I say that to say because I've been there. I've been there. I am a domestic violence survivor. It is a hurtful thing to see, to feel, to see someone that you love enraged with you for doing absolutely nothing. That alone is a moment that rips your heart out. And you feel like trash. But here's the kicker. It's not your fault. It's not your problem. It's not your fault. You know, you weren't deserving of it. But again, ding, ding, ding. It has a lot to do with us as women understanding our worth. And I'm not going to touch on a bunch of stuff about men, but this is about being a woman and our journeys and, you know, being up against certain dynamics in life, being pressed against certain dynamics in life. I want you to understand that men sometimes go through their own shit. And we as women have to stop trying to help them, feeling like we can change them, feeling like, oh, you know, I'm going to be the one to change him. I'm going to be the one that's down for him. I'm going to be the one that's this and that. Boo, no. You don't need to be the one, nothing. He need to be the one, okay? You need to pack your shit and you need to roll out. And you need to get out this situation the best way that you can. I got on my situations, and I realized my worth, and it's not okay to take your anger and your toxic behavior out on me. I'm sorry. I love myself enough to know that wasn't okay. It didn't make me feel good, and I knew there's a whole nother life out here. I didn't want that, and I knew that in life there's someone out here that's for me that won't feel like I'm their punching bag. You know what I mean? So I had to separate myself from that situation. And I know that you can too. And for a man to not understand that he has deep-rooted hurt and pain that he's going through, where he needs to get help, is a sad situation. But it's nothing that you can do for him because it's a journey that he has to take on his own. So as a woman, you need to remove yourself from that situation by any means necessary. Again, by any means necessary. Get out of it. To my women who are struggling financially, You feeling like, life is taking a toll on you right now. You're feeling like you just feel like you can't make it. You're falling apart. You're like, I'm on the verge of suicide because I feel like a failure. I am not where I want to be. I don't like where I'm at in my life. It's very dark. I don't see any light at the end of the tunnel. It's making you feel like shit. You're waking up every day and you're like, this can't be my life. Like, I need to do something different. I need to feel different. I just want to let you know, you have control over your life. You hold the power to your life. You have to allow yourself time to sit down, meditate, and figure out what you're good at and how it can make you money. When we're given time, because time is priceless, it's valuable, it's worth more than money. When you're given time, utilize it. Don't feel bad about where you are. If you have to work at McDonald's, if you have to work at CVS, no matter where you have to work, you got to take a job to pay bills and make ends meet the best way you can. It gets better. Your path is already written for you. So you need to know it gets better. So don't give up. Don't feel like you can't. Never have can't in your vocabulary. You should always have a I can attitude. I can overcome this. I can do this. Life for me is, it's hard because it's life. You're going to face obstacles. But you got to mentally think to yourself, how am I going to handle certain obstacles that are going to come against me as a woman? Be 4 or 5 steps ahead of yourself in certain situations. You know your life. You know what's hindering you from your financial freedom and your financial security. So you hold the key to your success, and don't let anyone around you stop you from, achieving what you want to achieve and how you want to achieve it. Sometimes it's our surroundings. We feel like the people we're surrounded around can help us get to where we're going to be, but technically they can be the ones hindering you from where you need to be. So you got to understand that it could sometimes be our surroundings, but don't think you can't achieve financial freedom, because you can. No matter what the situation is. I don't care if you got 10 kids, 1 kid, no kid. You can still be financially secure, financially successful, and have financial freedom. It's just a matter of you focusing and figuring out what you got to do. Have a plan. Make a plan. Just figure it out. But just to let you know, you can do it. You can get through it. It's something that, it's not like it's not attainable. You can get it. You can do it. So I just wanted to, let you know that. Another thing I feel like we as women struggle with sometimes is understanding our self-worth. We sometimes feel like we literally have self-worth. But what is self-worth? Okay, what is truly loving myself? Loving yourself is understanding that whatever doesn't make you feel good, you immediately shut that shit out of your life. I don't care if you're married. I don't care if you're single. I don't care if you're separated. I don't care if you're divorced. I don't care what your situation is. You're a single parent. I don't care. You need to really focus on yourself as a woman. And if you're with a man and he loves you genuinely, he will be there to support you loving and caring for yourself as a woman. Your ideas, your visions, and your whatever you want to do, you literally can do it. I'll give you an example. If you're in situations and you're like, hey, today I'm going to do yoga, and I'm going to start a meditation journey. Your surroundings should be supportive of that. That's a form of you saying, I love myself. I care about my mental health. I need to do things to relieve a lot of my stress. I need to do things to get more healthier. So, hey, people around me, y'all should support me. And even if they don't, forget it. So what? Love and care about yourself. Because at the end of the day, it's about self-worth. We as women sometimes struggle with loving ourselves. Why? Why do you struggle so much with loving yourself? You should wake up with the attitude every day. Like, I don't care if you lived in a damn cardboard box. Like, I don't care what your situation is. I don't care if you live in a mansion. I don't care if you live in a house, a townhouse, a condo, whatever. I don't care what size you are. I don't care how tall you are, how short you are, skinny you are, thick you are, whatever the case may be. You should always feel like you the shit. Carry yourself like you're the shit. Nobody else should make you feel any less. And if they do, you need to exit their ass about your life. Excuse my language, but I'm telling you some good shit. And sometimes you need to hear it. We can make a bunch of excuses of why we can't do certain things for ourselves as women. But the excuses is what's going to keep you from being who you need to be and where you need to be. So at the end of the day, why are you allowing yourself to be that way? Like, you literally have to understand that you're the shit. So with that type of mentality and what comes with that, you need to be cocky and egotistical about who you have in your life. I don't care if it's a man, your friend, your cousin, whoever it is. I don't care. They should have the same energy. All energies collide together. Positive energies collide with positive energies. It's natural to want that around. But that negative shit, you don't have time for that as a woman. You can't involve yourself in that because you're putting up a barrier for you to receive everything that you're supposed to have. So your self-worth is important. If a man tells you, I love you, you need to let him know. Okay, you love me, but actions speak louder than words. I don't care about what you say, boo. I care about what you do. You can always judge a man by his principles. You cannot judge a man by what he say. And I feel like we as women, sometimes we fall for that shit. And you got to stop that. It's 2021. We don't have time for that. Dismiss him quick, fast, in a hurry. Nobody has time for that. Don't allow no man to treat you any kind of way. Always let him know. With that type of attitude, a man is not going to... If a man knows your worth, he's not going to let you go. Because he's going to say she knows her worth. She knows what she's worth. She can go out here and get somebody to treat her way better than what I can. She can go out here and have somebody shit on me, literally. Like, I'm not about to let her go. I have a good thing. You got to change your dynamic of thinking. You running behind some man trying to get him to see your worth by buying him stuff, riding a dime for him, taking bids for him, whatever you're choosing to do. Carrying yourself like, getting your body done because, it's going to keep him having his baby and all that stuff. Oh, none of that shit matters. That doesn't matter. You could be the baddest, the flyest, the whatever. But still, if you lack self-worth, a man can sense that. By nature, they pray. That's what they do. We nurture, they pray. So at the end of the day, you need to get a cocky and start loving yourself. I wish I would allow any of my flaws to keep me from feeling like certain things in my life are not attainable. I'm sorry. I've been through too much to allow my self-worth to deteriorate. I'm not going to tolerate anything less than you giving me action of love. And that just doesn't necessarily have to go for a man. That could go for anybody in your life, period. Period. Okay? So I just need y'all to understand that. Ladies, get it, understand it, receive it, please. I need you to do that. I'm gonna sip some tea. Excuse me. Okay. Another situation I want to bring to light and talk about, and you know, just get out there, is dating, being a single mother, dating and being single. This is where it gets tricky. This is where it's like, yeah, okay. So you listening? You listening? It's important. Dating while you're single. So I remember leaving my relationship that broke me. And like I said again, I can only tell you these things because I've been through so much, okay? I remember leaving my situation that broke me, my relationship that broke me. And I said to myself, what do I look like going to jump into another relationship? Like, hold fast. Bree, hold fast. You need to work on you. For however long that takes, work on you. I went through different stages of when I was alone. I didn't date for 3 years, okay? When I left my relationship, I stayed single for 3 years. I made a promise to myself, because that's part of self-love, ding ding, that I wasn't going to deal with another man to treat me like that ever again. And I'm proud to say that I haven't. And I kept my word to myself. Good for me. But I say all that to say, I left my relationship. It broke me. And I promised myself I wasn't doing that. I gave myself time. Time to heal. Time to grow. Time to understand that I needed to love myself a lot more. Having a man in my life was a distraction. Why did I keep on being in these relationships and entertaining these men that didn't mean anything to me? I was a mother, I was working full time, and I had bills, and none of it was benefiting me in any way. I was losing and they were winning. Something's wrong with that whole dynamic. It cannot be that way. Girl, wake up. So, yeah, I stayed single for 3 years. And I started a healing process and a healing journey. I'm definitely going to tell you, I don't fully believe that you can literally have a successful, loving, healthy relationship until you literally take time to find yourself, to grow, and to really understand who you are as a woman. My journey with being alone for 3 years was the best journey ever. It got to a point where I got comfortable with being alone, and I was happy with being alone without being in a relationship. That journey of just loving me was the best journey ever. My first 6 months, I went through, I call it a withdrawal stage. I went through the stage of feeling like, damn, I need somebody. I want to be with somebody. I want companionship. Being on social media, seeing all the happy couples and the facade. Some people are really happy, but just falling and feeling empty for the facade. You know what I mean? For myself. And I was saying, you know what? It doesn't matter. That's not my journey. It's not my time. And in order for me to achieve appropriate happiness, my focus needs to be on myself and my children. That's what I need to focus on. Nothing more, nothing less. And I stuck to that shit. The first year was very hard. I literally went through it the first year. Like, I was having withdrawals from, my ex, and I really, even though it was a bad situation, like, it was just a situation that broke me, and I went through, like, what did I do wrong? It was just a lot of purging for me. Me feeling like I was the one that did so much wrong. I was the one that had the problems, and I really had to really get in a better mind frame. And what helped me get in a better mind frame? Books, reading, self-healing books, watching, other women that were going through certain dynamics in their life and how they came out to be strong and to conquer and to not allow those things to deteriorate them, and also regaining my strength. I was weak for the first year. The second year was amazing. I purged through it. I got through it. I was happy about that. Second year was great. I would take myself out to dinner, take myself out to lunch. I enjoyed time being alone. I would have movie dates with myself, lots of self-care. Baby, listen, it was like, okay, boo, I could get used to this. And I would see happy couples go to functions where everybody was happy, and I wouldn't care. I was happy for them. You know what I mean? I didn't feel like I needed to be with someone because I started my healing journey. I was literally healing, and it felt amazing. Oh my God, to just love myself, to not have to spend my money on someone, buying them gifts, and it just wasn't appreciated and valued. And for me to just have, when holidays would come, and I'd be like, oh, okay, I could buy me, a real nice gift for Christmas. Going to the mall, just splurging on myself, and keeping my nails done and my toes done, and not having to sacrifice money because he need this and whatever. It was just literally, it felt so good. And I got way more attention because my skin started glowing and my hair started growing, and you know what I mean, like, life was like, okay, yeah. But I will tell you, I would not entertain anybody, okay? I remember where I was at the gas station. I was pumping gas in my car, and this guy, brushed, slid up on me or whatever. And I was like, I was so afraid. Like, I was just at a space where I was comfortable with, like, growing and loving myself, where I didn't want to date. I didn't even talk to guys. Like, I had none of that going on. I wasn't exchanging no numbers. I mean, none of that. And I wound up, he was like, yeah, I'm trying to get your number or whatever like that. And I was like, oh, for real? Oh, okay. So he wound up going in the gas station. I wound up hurrying up, putting the little gas nozzle back in, and getting in my car and driving off. Like, that's how dedicated I was to myself and my growth journey and just loving on me. And it paid off. It paid off in a major way. And that's the best advice I can give to you women. Go on a self-healing journey to learn how to love yourself. Spoil yourself. Treat yourself. Because when you do these things, it sends off a different type of vibration, a different type of energy, where it will attract the right person to be in your life, male, female, whatever. It will attract the right person to be in your life. So I didn't understand that then. I understand it now, but I just knew I needed to separate myself from a man. I didn't want to have anything to do with a man, because dealing with the wrong man can cause you to be in a lot of messed up situations. So I just wanted to be alone and, get to know Ambria, love Ambria, and, care for myself and, heal. And that was what was important to me. I feel like we as women, going from relationship to relationship to relationship, those are just piled on emotions that we're taking and dragging and bagging to the next relationship. And we cause all these issues and problems for ourselves, and our emotions are spinning around and out of control and just not good. And we shouldn't do that. Like, we shouldn't do that. We need to be in a healthy mind state to attract the proper energy. Healthy relationships are what we're going for in 2021. Being a single mom and dating, I put my kids first. So going into the third year, that last 5 months, I opened up and I started to date. I got afraid. I set up, I was open to my first date, and I wound up standing them up, and because I was afraid. And I'm sorry about that, but I had just been on such a great journey that I literally battled, like, am I even ready for this? But spiritually, it was just like, it's okay to have male friends. Let's open the door to just welcome in having some good male energy and having good male friends. So I said, okay, let's do that. So I did that. I wound up going on some crazy dates, not nothing out of control, but they were just great dates, and some were not so great, because with my healing journey, I just knew off the break, nah, he not for me. I'm not dealing with that. It ain't for me. So I'm happy that I took that time, because it saved me. It literally saved me. So ladies, as a woman, please go on a self-healing journey. It's the best journey in the world. I promise you, it works for you. And as being a single mother in dating, when I did open the door up to dating, I have 2 girls and 2 boys. I literally never brought a man around my kid when I started dating. I didn't bring anybody to my house. I did all my shit away from home. I will always meet at a restaurant. We would always, whatever we were going to do dating wise was away from my household. Because again, as being a single mother to 2 girls and 2 boys, you're still an example. And you definitely want to always make sure that you're the first point of contact for your kids. Your kids are looking at you. And I have 2 daughters. And like I was saying before in the beginning of the video, I didn't have a good representation of what a healthy relationship was growing up. I didn't have the representation of what a healthy relationship with my father would be like, or a representation of a healthy relationship with my mother. So I always kept those things in mind with dating and going through a lot of my trials and tribulations. They were my reason for me to make all the decisions that I made in my life. Some not great, some great, but it was always beneficial to my children in some shape, form, or fashion. And each situation served its purpose. But being a single mother is never easy. It's a very hard job. It's a journey that a lot won't understand. For my sisters, my girls, my women, my ladies that are struggling with being single mothers and financially struggling, it's going to be all right, boo. Hold your head high. You got this. And for the ones that got money and the husbands or whatever, you got money or you not married or whatever, and you just doing your thing and you getting this money and you got your bags, but at the end of the day you still feeling defeated. It's okay, baby, because at the end of the day, trouble don't last always. Okay, there is light at the end of the tunnel. You got this. You gonna make it through, and don't let anyone around you tell you anything different. If you feel like you're in a marriage and you feel like, okay, my husband, he bringing home the money, but all I'm just a mother, and that's all that I am. Guess what? That's a job. Okay? Being a mother is a job. It's a full-time job. I take my hat off to all mothers. I had 4. I raised 4 kids by myself, and I'm damn proud of that shit. And I did it with grace. I did it without a support system and, not being financially free. So at the end of the day, my kids are well-mannered. They're respectful. They are ambitious. They have goals. They are caring, loving, respectful kids that understand. Don't allow anyone to tell you that they love you, but let them show you. My kids are well-rounded kids, and I'm very happy about that. I'm proud of that, and you should be happy about that and proud of that as well. And keep those things in mind when you're dating as well. Like, be cautious about who you want around your kids. Like, at the end of the day, sometimes as women, we can allow our own selfish ways to get in the way sometime and be like, I just really need someone. I really want to, I really want that companionship. But at the end of the day, when you had kids, you literally, it's not about you anymore. You got someone looking up to you saying, okay, I'm looking for you to guide me. I'm looking for you to teach me. So your wants and your needs and your whole being is for your child now. It's not about that. So you have to sit back and ask yourself as a woman, is this somebody that I really want around my kids? Like, if he's lazy, if he's disrespectful, if he's violent, what do you think it's going to do to your child? How do you think it's going to impact your kid? So with dating, you definitely, being a single parent, you definitely want to keep those things in mind. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there on the table. And though, yeah, I'm sorry I talked you all's head off, but I just wanted to check in with you all and let you ladies know that I love you very much. I just wanted to send some good, positive energy your way. And to let you know that I love you so much. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me by all my social media links will be, all my social media information will be linked down below. You can email me, anything, whatever, you have to understand that we as women inspire each other. Don't ever be afraid of your story. Don't ever hide it. Don't ever let anyone tell you, oh, it's just drama. Oh, she's just drama. Like, everything with her is just drama. It's not drama. It's your life, okay? It's your life, your journey, your obstacles. And baby, if you want to talk about it 30,000 times a day, you have the right to do that because it's your life, your journey. Be proud of who the hell you are. Be proud of what the hell you've gone through because guess what? It's going to mold you to be the woman that you need to be today. Be classy, be poised, always carry yourself with respect, okay? Because in 2021, what we thinking about? Where the money reside, where the money reside, where the money reside, where the money reside. It's like, no. But no, I love you all. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, turn that notification bell on. Okay, and whatever questions or comments you may have, list them down below. I just want to let you all know that I appreciate you. Welcome to the channel. To all my new people, what's up, what's good, and to my old folks, my family, what's up? I love you all. Thank you all for tuning in with me once again. And I love you all, and I hope this message finds someone that needs it. I hope you're able to grow from it. Hope you're able to understand that we are women and we have so much to offer and we bring a lot to the table. I don't care where you are in your life, you still are worthy. You are important to people, to society, and someone needs you. Someone needs your strength, your love, your intelligence. Someone somewhere needs you. So, love you. Have a good day.